I was literally crying when I was beating up Georgie, when everyone was screaming at me, because if you leave yourself open or vulnerable in a moment like that, with all the men screaming at me to pummel another man who is in the Union Army, who should be on my side, it can sweep you away with the absolute tragedy of the entire thing. You may be winning a fight, but what have you lost?
You dirty coward! That's enough!
Hello everyone, it's History Boy. Today, it is my true honor and privilege to welcome you back to part 2 of a fantastic and exclusive interview with actor Tom Wilson, who you may know as Biff from Back to the Future, and Tom Sweet from the Andersonville prison film. Thank you once more to Mr. Tom Wilson for allowing me this exclusive opportunity, and thank you once more to Joe Wilson for arranging it.
That belongs to him. And we want it back.
You do, do you?
I must say, it's not putting myself on a pedestal. It's the stunt man, the stunt coordinators of the film, and everyone who put that fight together. At the end of it, John Frankenheimer, who I said is directed a long career, said, ultimately, I think that was the greatest fight I've ever seen in movies. But it came with literally weeks of preparation. Literally a few weeks before we got to that scene, the stunt coordinator and the stunt people involved in the fight sent me, I don't know, it might have been 3 pages of choreography, of instructions. Then, Thomas Sweet takes 2 steps towards Georgie, throws a left, then a right, but Georgie picks up right. Whatever it was specifically choreographed like a dance to the letter.
Wow.
So I looked at these pages so I could just get, they said, you don't have to, of course, memorize them. We'll get together, but just to look at them and start to think about the general movements of what the fight is going to be, where we're going to go, how it's going to work. Then we would get together. If I was working in the morning and I didn't have a scene in the afternoon, we would get together on the set somewhere with stunt coordinator, stunt performer, and we would choreograph the fight. And we would move very slowly. Then I punch you with the right hand. You go over there. A bunch of guys catch you. All that sort of thing. Then I tackle you into your gut. Boop, boop, boop. We go down. And breaking it up, shot by shot. This punch, that pushing, and that kind of stuff. So it was that choreographed. Nothing that happened in the fight was not choreographed. Because even when it's incredibly choreographed, someone can get hurt. But if it's not choreographed, I guarantee someone will be hurt. Because every time I've been in a fight in movies or television where somebody just decides to improvise during the fight, somebody gets hurt, including me.
All right, McFly. You're asking for it. And now you're gonna get it.
Biff, stop it! Biff, you'll break his arm!
It's time! We'll get you 3 of them! We're making a fair fight!
And I actually broke my thumb during that fight, which was not comfortable at all, and I still have a little bit, a little tiny bit of soreness from my thumb, and it's whatever, 30 years later, because we fell down. We just, I was behind him, and I grabbed him, and instead of going backwards, we just sort of both lost our balance. We went forward, and we landed right on my hand, and that smarted. But anyway, we performed the fight, and it took, I don't know how many days, but it took quite a while. It took quite a while to finish because it was a lot of shots, and it was quite something, quite something. When I was beating up Georgie, when everyone was screaming at me, because if you leave yourself open or vulnerable in a moment like that, with all the men screaming at me to pummel another man who is in the Union Army, who should be on my side, it can sweep you away with the absolute tragedy of the entire thing. You may be winning a fight, but what have you lost?
You dirty coward! That's enough! Okay. That's enough! Said that's enough! All right, boys! All right! We've had our fun for the day. We want to leave something for tomorrow now, don't we? Next time it'll be me and you, Limber Jim. Yes, one fine day.
All of those things have to come into play as an actor.
Easy. Here's some water. Here's some water, Tom.
Easy.
Watch his back. Oh. We didn't get it back, did we?
No, sir.
Sorry, Martin.
Next time.
There won't be a next time. There'll be no more fighting. There'll be no more worrying about the Raiders. You're wasting our time, you're wasting our strength, and that's the end of it. You want to live? You want to get out of here? Then we got a tunnel.
It's the middle of the night, and you're in a forest in Georgia. And I mean, it's dark, and you're in the woods and hear those cicadas and everything, and you allow yourself for a moment or an hour to think. Men actually did this. Real men actually did this sort of thing. I mean, my great-great-grandfather was a prisoner at Andersonville. He was damaged, his health was damaged for the rest of his life. So this happened to real people. So it's my job to give that life, to tell their story. So I can't go halfway with this. It's in the middle of the night, and I'm escaping from a prison, and I've got squibs, which are explosive charges that are taped to my body in the pants. When it actually gets shot, the special effects man will hit an electronic charge, and the big baggie full of fake blood on my leg will literally explode. That will go, and then, you know, my leg will be blown to smithereens. Now, they were using a .50 caliber musket, you know, those guards at Andersonville. So they shoot me once, and I keep running. And they shoot me in the leg, and I keep limping. And the historical coordinator, for one of the first times in the movie, the historical consultant of the movie actually comes up with me standing there and says, "John, listen, I mean, this is just unbelievable. I mean, this man, it's a .50 caliber round. If you are hit by that, it will, blow the side of your body off, and I mean, you will be dead immediately." And John Frankenheimer rises up and says, "You don't understand." And he points at me and says, "This is the strongest man in the history of the United States military. And if I say he can withstand a 50 millimeter shell, then he can. He's going to get shot and keep running, get shot twice and keep running. Then he's going to be attacked by dogs, and then he was going to be bayoneted to death. That's how it's going to happen." Martin is dragging me, yes, and then I get attacked by the dogs. They got a stunt man to do it. I mean, I had a dog like just going at my leg, like my pant leg. But in order to truly be vicious, I mean, really attack in the way that a movie, like a trained dog, a trained movie dog will grab your jacket and shake his head. Because he's a trained movie dog. He is not a vicious attack dog.
Right.
So they got these literal attack pit bulls. I'm sure you've seen where the dogs attack a person in a padded suit. Well, they had put padding underneath the entire suit like that. So the stuntman was running, and the three pit bulls just attack him, tackle him to the ground, and are just ripping the suit to shreds. And that was okay.
Right.
But they decided, listen, Tom is a big guy, a really big guy. And even the stuntman, there's Tom's size and everything, but the pit bulls, they just look too small. It doesn't look threatening enough. So they redid the scene. They got these like prison dogs, prison guard dogs, like bull mastiffs that are trained to just kill, if they're let loose. But they said, well, we need big dogs to attack them. So they got these new dogs that were very big and very vicious. And they didn't want them, because these dogs were really big, they didn't want them, I think, to tackle the stuntman, because they were afraid they would go after his face or something. They were afraid of the dogs, but really hurting him. So inside, they had all the padding inside the suit, but inside the padding, they put bulletproof, very hard Kevlar, sort of protective, like an exoskeleton, underneath the padding while he's wearing the suit. One of the dogs bites the stuntman in the side.
Oh my God!
And the stuntman is my size. The dog lifts him off the ground and is shaking him. The stuntman is yelling, but they think the stuntman is, I guess he's trying to act. No, he was yelling because they pulled the dogs off, and they took it off. The dog, lifting him up, had bit through all of the padding and the Kevlar shield and got his teeth into the guy's chest. So the dog was that strong. Sometimes I'm a stuntman, and other times I am not a stuntman. That's my memory of that scene.
Good luck.
You stay close. Follow me. Thomas!
You hold there now. Take this one back, put him in the stockade. There's more game out there now, so let's go. Come on.